Okay, so good morning everyone. So I am here to present to you the LGU best practices. So let's start. Okay, so first, if you will see Pansit, what place comes first into your mind? Where Pansit was originated? Yeah, that's correct. It's Malabon. Okay, so now we will go to Malabon City. Okay, so Manila ang city mayor, so top 1 mayor in the National Capital Region with the 90.5% rating according to the 2024. It is currently on January 15, 2024. So later on, ato adjong kanang ibalaan kung anong nagtapuan siya because sa iyang mga practices at the same time, nagapromote siya ang good governance and transparency within its territory. So if you look the map of the Malabon City, so they are near in the Manila Bay. So the most or the common problem here is the flood, most especially on the rainy season. So City of Malabon is a first-class, highly urbanized city in the National Capital Region of the Philippines with 21 barangays. According to the 2022 census, it has a population of 422,302 people. So they are known for pansit in the Philippines. So the city is vulnerable to flooding due to its low-lying geography and proximity to Manila Bay. Malabon is prone to flooding, especially during the rainy season. So as what I've said, no, Malabon City, its main problem talaga is flooding. So kasi malapit sila sa Manila Bay. So every time nga kantong high tide, mga basura kay maabot sa ilang area. So the city mayor come up with this initiative na ilang butangan o kanang murag barrier sa every kanang tabing dagat para dili makaabot din sa ilang basura. So here we go. LGU Malabon best practices. So first we have KKC program, Malabon Akon Blue Card, Financial Assistance, Sustainable Tourism Development, and Zero Waste Movement. Okay, so let's start with the KKC program. So a few weeks before the pandemic, a city ordinance number 06 series of 2020, an ordinance strengthening the kalendarya para sa kalusugan, chikiting at buntis in the city of Malabon, institutionalizing its operating mechanism and for other purposes, was enacted to develop a win-win strategy for improving the dietary conditions of children and pregnant women. So if we look the Malabon City has a greater number of malnourished children and malnourished pregnant women. So the city mayor come up with that initiative nga every kalendarya year sa ilahang town kay ilang butangan ng pundo so that every single pregnant woman and those malnourished children have that access to food have that access to food and then malisen ang katong malnourished nga ratings sa ilahang city. So this program is aligned with the SDG 2, which is the zero hunger by improving access to nutritious food. At the same time, it is also aligned with the SDG 3, which is the good health and well-being. Nutrition programs aim to improve health outcomes by ensuring adequate nutrition for individuals and communities. It also aligned with the SDG 4, quality education. Proper nutrition is essential for community development and learning, aligning with efforts to ensure inclusive and quality education for all. It also aligns with SDG 17, which is the partnership for the goals. Collaboration between the governments, NGOs, businesses, and communities is essential for the success of the nutrition program, aligning with the goal of fostering global partnerships. So as what I've said, every kalendarya kay gihatagan pundo sa local government of Malabon so that every single malnourished children or pregnant women kay have that easy access to food. So by this program, malisen ang malnourished children and malnourished pregnant women. So next we have Malabon Akon Card. So katong gingon natin Jessa, kung naay page si Palma Healthcare, na ako'y Malabon Ahon Blue Card. So, this is the Malabon Ahon Blue Card. So, before ka makakuha ng card, so nandiyan mga requirements. At first, you must be a 3 years consecutive resident of Malabon City. And then every family, kay one blue card lang siya. So the blue card works as an electronic system that can primarily be used to receive various social and financial assistance offered by the city government of Malabon, including social remuneration, as well as medical, financial, and burial assistance. So by this blue card of Malabon, so they have that kanang easy access to healthcare. Kay once nga namong yung mga time nga, for example, kanang ma-hospital ka, so di na ka kinahanglan nga magdala pa og mga papers i-present mo sa doktor. So by this single kanang blue card, so kabalo na ang city hospital ana. Then inaana po malisin po na imong gastusan sa hospital. So pareha gyapon na siya sa PHC nga kung kapalma before. But now, wala tayo nato nga card, di ba? O wala na nila gi-adapt no. Pero balik na karon, pero PHC na gyapon siya. PHC gyapon. Ari balik na siya. Yan ang good thing na may bitaw kay. Ang gi-promote mo sa Malabon City is healthcare and well-being sa mga citizen. So this program or the Ahon Blue Card of Malabon City is aligned with the SDG 1, which is the new poverty. So by providing financial assistance, the program can help alleviate poverty and promote economic stability for individuals and families in need. So di ba, if dako ka bill sa hospital, so by that Ahon Blue Card sa Malabon, so gamay-gamay ang imong bayro nun. Nagali uban nga masiro billing pa. So same gyapon siya sa pages sa Pagasibugan. And then it also aligns with the SDG 3, which is the good health and well-being. So medical assistance contributes directly to improving health outcomes and ensuring access to quality healthcare services aligning with this goal. So next, we have financial cost assistance. So this financial cost assistance, kay gipaluyan siya sa DSWD. So they are the Department of Social Welfare Development. They're the one who will identify who are those families who are qualified to receive this financial cost assistance. So before you will receive this financial cost assistance, so nagyapon siya yung mga requirements. So first, it must be a citizen of Malabon City with a monthly income. So family income siya, family income of not greater than 5,000. So those below 5,000 na monthly income sa bawat pamilya, they are qualified to receive the 5,000 pesos financial cost assistance from the City of Malabon or the LGU Malabon, which is kanang makuha siya every annual. So kanang isa ka tuig. So even though dili mo siya ingon nga makatabang gyud for the whole year, but at least nga magamay-gamayan ang atong expenses for the whole year. So mo ni siya proof sa ilahang financial assistance. So this financial assistance of Malabon City was aligned with SDG 1 also, which is no poverty. So assistance program aimed to alleviate poverty by providing financial support to individuals or families in need, helping them meet basic needs such as food, shelter, and education. It also aligned with SDG 2, which is zero hunger. Cash assistance can enable vulnerable populations to access nutritious food and improve food security, contributing to the goal of ending hunger and achieving food security for all. So next, we also have tourism-centered. So Malabon City, tourism-centered po sila. Every natural resources or mga places na ilang makita nga kanang nito siya i-cultivate for tourist spot, so ilang gina-develop. So we have Malabon Zoo and Aquarium. So atong dito mo gina mga place nga dapat niyo bisitahon. First, we have Malabon Zoo Aquarium, San Bartolome Church, Malabon Heritage Houses, Pangulo Abando River, Malabon Bicycle Tours, the food trip, of course, they are famous for their Pansit Malabon, Sining Kamalik Art Gallery, Concepcion Market, and Tugatog Cemetery. So muna ilang aquarium, ilang church, diba, they're rich for their cultural heritage, their foods also. So ilang art gallery. Famous kayo na siya, every kanang mga vlogger bitaw panakitaan sa Facebook. Kay once nga batos lang Malabon kay dili sila nagapunta sa kanang ano ba siya kanang ano siya ba kanang heritage nga gallery ba dito tanan nakabutang ang mga history sa Malabon mga years. So this program, the Tourism Center is aligned with the SDG 8, which is decent work and economic growth. Tourism creates employment opportunities, promotes entrepreneurship, and stimulates economic growth, especially in developing countries by providing jobs in various sectors such as hospitality, transportation, and entertainment. Diba, we all know that through tourism, it can create new job opportunities for those individuals who live near on the spot that are being cultivated by the government. So it also gives and take to the government. So if when we give job opportunities to the residents, of course, those residents who have earned income will pay back to the community through their individual community tax and their monthly income tax. So as the government provide jobs to those unemployed individuals, so maka-generate ka sa income back sa katong mga tao nga nakatrabaho lang. So it also aligned with the poverty. SDG 1, tourist spot can create job opportunities and stimulate local economies. Those reducing poverty levels in the area, diba, it can create job opportunities. So of course, those katong mga walay trabaho, so mga trabaho sila, so malisin dyan ang poverty ang area. So maasa dito po ng isa ka tourist spot. And then quality education, tourist spot can promote cultural exchange and educational experiences, providing opportunities for visitors to learn about different cultures, histories, and environments. So, di ba sa Malabon City, they have that gallery art. So, katong mga history or mga heritage before, ilahang gihimo kanang wall, gipapit na sa wall, so that every kanang mga turista ang mato dito kay makabalo sila sa mga cultural heritage sa anang area. So, by that, makapromote siya o quality education. Makakal siya education for those karang individuals nga mag-visit sa Malabon City. So it also aligned with the SDG 5, which is the gender equality, ensuring equal access to employment and leadership positions in the tourism industry can promote gender equality. So regardless of gender, when there is a tourist spot in that area, so di ba, we can create job opportunities. So regardless of the gender, no, whatever gender you have chosen, so it can reduce also sa it can promote also gender equality because kanang walay gender ang ipili sa katrabaho nga ma-create sa inana nga tourist spot. Okay, next we have zero waste movement. So in the city, the residents were taught the process of segregating their waste into at least 4 categories: kitchen waste, garden waste, recyclable waste, and residual waste. The waste collectors were instructed to refrain from picking up trash bags that were not properly segregated. So, sa Malabon City, they also promote zero waste movement. Sa Balay Palamdaan, nag-aatag sila og 4 categories kung unsa ang pag-separate sa mga waste na to. So, every day there is kanang ilang in charge ng kolektar sa basura, and then those in charge ng kolektar sa basura, if makita niya nga wala na properly segregated na basura sa bawat pamilya, so dili niya kolektaron, ipa-segregate gid siya daan. So to 4 categories, we have residual waste, kitchen waste, garden waste, and recyclable waste. So di ba, kung ingon ganiya ang Malabon City, the main problem of Malabon City is they are prone from flooding. Kay doon sila o Manilabi at the same time, doon po sila og sapa. So every rainy season, mag-flood sila dito, and then daghang kay basura nga maabot sa ilang area, mga plastics, cellophanes, and other waste. So the LGU Malabon can come up with these initiatives nga those plastics and kanang mga cellophanes na nadala sa baha kay ilang kolektaron, and then gamito ilang kolektaron, and then na sila instrument bitaw ang Malabon City. Those ka na mga garbages, mga plastics, mga cellophanes, ilang ginagaling, isagol nila sa hollow block. Then kaning hollow block kay inara po niyong gina-provide for public infrastructures. So aside nga mo gastos sila, mapalit sila mga hollow blocks na mahal sa uban nga kanang namaligya. So why not nga ilang kaugalingon na lang ilang gamiton. So ginasago nila diri sa ilang kalublocks ang mga waste. So inani ang forma sa hollow blocks, di ba? Kita ninyo daw mga plastics, mga cellophanes. So muna yung hollow blocks ilang ginagamit mapatugod sila ang mga public infrastructures. So by that, no, malisin na nila ang ilang mga waste, ang ilang mga plastics, ang mga basura. So maka-less gyapon sila, maka-save gyapon sila kay if mapalit sila ng hollow blocks sa uban, so ilahan na lang ang gamiton. Then nagalito yung nabasahan na kanang uban galipod nga mga private individuals, so mapalit po sila og hollow block sa LGU Malabon. So maka-generate nga income ang LGU Malabon. So as sa malisin na gali ang ilang mga basura, so maka-generate po sila og income. Kailangan gamitin sa nila sa hollow blocks. So patawag ang mga public infrastructure. Sila na kanindot ang Malabon City. So waste management aligns primarily with Sustainable Development Goals number 12. Responsible consumption and production. This goal emphasizes the importance of ensuring sustainable consumption and production patterns, including reduction waste generation, minimizing environmental impact, and promoting efficient resource use. So, here's the references. So, literal ako nang isan ang PPT sa GC. So, ma-scan ninyo ang mga references adding a report. So that's all. Sila yung comment.